This is what happens when you leave your basil and you go on a vacation. It overruns in your aeroponic garden and you got to do something with it. Today, I'm going to make basic basil pesto. And the first thing you got to do is get your basil. My basil grew flowers, meaning that it was no longer growing leaves. When you do grow basil, you do want to clip the tops of the flower so that it continues to grow leaves. So this is me sorting through and picking out the leaves. There's two types of basil here. I believe one is Thai basil and one is Genovese basil. And I just pick through them because you don't want any of the flowers or any of the stem. I just want mostly the leaf, and you're going to need 2 cups of it. Then I used about 12 cloves of garlic, give or take. They really don't need a measurement, you just need to have it. You need a 1/4 cup of butter melted. I used the double boiler to melt the butter. And then I had a 1/2 cup of Parmesan Reggiano cheese. You're going to need that too. Also, you need a food processor to do this recipe. And this is my trusty food processor. You're going to add ingredients in small amounts so that it all blends and pulses together. And then you're going to repeat those steps until you have pureed all of your ingredients. You add the butter in so that it gives it a little bit of liquid so that it can mix together and marry all the flavors together. I also used 2 tablespoons of pink salt. In a traditional pesto, usually there is pine nuts in it, but you can substitute them for sunflower seeds or pumpkin seeds. I was in a rush to do this, so I did not have those ingredients, so I just showed you a simpler way of doing it. You're going to continue to add in the ingredients in small amounts and puree them in the food processor. At the same time, you're going to be scraping down the sides to make sure all the ingredients are being pureed together. I do abuse this small food processor that I picked up for, I believe, $20. And it does very well, and I've had it for about 8 years now. And it's never let me down. This is about the longest process that you have to do, is add all your ingredients slowly into the food processor as it purees it all down. But once you have everything in and it is nicely blended together and pureed, there's no clumps, this is what it will look like when it's done. Transfer it into a bowl, and the most common thing that people use with pesto is you mix it with pasta, and of course I'm using gluten-free pasta. And the trick to gluten-free pasta is just test it while you're cooking it in the water. And when it feels al dente or firm to bite, or the firmness that you like, turn the heat off immediately. And then you will strain it and rinse it, and bam, perfect gluten-free pasta. It does take a little bit of a trick, and you just add a little bit of pesto in with it, and it has amazing garlic flavor and a mellow taste of basil, which is amazing. Enjoy.